hardest part of decluttering isn't deciding to let something go. It isn't. It's staring at a pile of stuff and thinking, now what? My stepmother literally asked me just the other day, she said, what do I do with all of my old underwear? You see, she'd cleaned out her drawer and felt great about it. And then she realized she was just left with a garbage bag full of elastic and cotton that she didn't know what to do with. And she's not alone, because we all want to declutter responsibly. I mean, nobody likes the idea of hauling everything straight to landfill. But where does it actually go? What can you donate? What can you recycle? And what, no matter how much you hate it, has to be thrown away? Let's talk about it. Because I'm sure we've all had this moment, at least I know I have. You load a giant bag of garbage, or maybe two, into the back of the car and you think, someone is going to absolutely love my old stuff. I mean, I used to love it. But here's the truth. Donation centers are not magical sorting elves. If it's stained, if it's broken, or if it's just plain gross, they're not reselling it. They're throwing it out. And then they're the ones paying those disposal fees. When you're sorting, ask yourself this: would I actually give this to a friend? And if the answer is no, then it's not donation worthy. That one question is going to save you and them a lot of hassle. The good news, there is good news. Some things are in high demand. So if you're donating towels, sheets, blankets, animal shelters and vet clinics will take them in a heartbeat. Homeless shelters too. Clothing and shoes, if they're in decent shape, crisis centers, coat drives, thrift shops, they love them. Now, housewares and small furniture, think Habitat for Humanity restores or local charities. That's where to go for those kinds of things. Kids items, great for women's shelters and family services need strollers, toys, and books. And there never seems to be an issue when it comes to donating kids things. Think of it this way: if it can genuinely serve someone else today, it's a donation win. But what about that what now pile? The stuff that doesn't fit into any of those categories. This is the stuff that really trips people up. The awkward categories where you're just standing there thinking, okay, but where does this go? Underwear and socks. This one always comes up. Like I said, my stepmother literally asked me last week what to do with her old underwear. Here's the deal. If it's brand new, tag still on, donate it. If it's used, it's trash. Nobody is thrilled to inherit your stretched out fruit of the looms, and that's okay. Socks are the same. Yes, you can keep a few as cleaning rags, maybe even swap them out when your current rag pile gets just too gross. But there are only so many dust rags you need. Don't feel guilty when the rest go to landfill. Now let's talk about paper clutter, because we all have it. And this one feels harder than it really is for some reason. I mean, you spend hours, if not days, sorting through your old paperwork only to sit amongst those piles wondering what to do with it all. People imagine some complicated system with binders and hours of sorting, but honestly, it doesn't need to be that taxing or complicated. It really can be simple. You just recycle what's basic. Shred anything with sensitive information. Compost any shredded paper if it's plain. Or if you're rural like me, burning is always an option. Staples, UPS, and most municipalities will run a shredding service or shredding drive, so you don't need to live with a decade of bank statements out of guilt. Think of your paper clutter like a toddler. It looks big and scary until you realize it just needs a snack and a nap. In this case, shredding is the nap. We all have that box of mystery cords, and I can tell you from experience, you are not suddenly going to discover what that cord belonged to. You probably don't even own the device anymore. So anything electronic, corded, or battery powered should never go in the trash. Take it to an e-waste depot. Think Best Buy or Staples. They will strip out the metals and the plastics, and a lot of it really does get reused. Mattresses and pillows, however, are tough. Some municipalities do have recycling programs for them, and they'll pull out the foam and the springs, and some animal rescues will take those pillows, but a lot of the time they are landfill. And that doesn't mean you failed. It just means you're done sleeping on something that maybe should have been retired a decade ago. Then there's that bathroom drawer. You know the one, the one with the expired lotion from 2009 and that glitter body spray you bought on a whim. Nobody wants it. If it's unopened and still in date, some shelters will take it, but those half-used bottles, some stores have recycling programs. You're going to have to empty out the bottles and clean them out, but MAC Cosmetics will take empties back, for example, and Lush recycles their pots. Sephora has a drop-off program for their beauty packaging and the products, and it doesn't even have to be their product. And some drugstores even have bins for mascara wands and compacts. You'll just have to go online and see what is available in the stores in your area. So yes, there are options. But your old half-used bronzer that expired 3 summers ago, that's not sparking joy for anyone. Here's where you can feel really good about yourself, the recycling cheat sheet. You will have to do some investigating to find out what's available in your specific area and when, but a few clicks on Google should point you in the right direction. Municipal programs for hazardous waste days, for battery, paint, chemicals, textile bins for old clothes that can't be donated, and even electronic drop-offs. Go to TerraCycle for that weird stuff, the toothpaste tubes, the chip bags, mascara packaging. Their website has all sorts of recycling programs and options to recycle everything from Baby Bell packaging to small appliances. It's crazy. Brand take-back programs, like I said, MAC, Lush, Sephora, and some drugstores. You just have to do a little research to figure out what's available for you. We're now at the part of the video that no one likes to hear. Some things just have to go in the garbage, and that's fine. Because hoarding old socks to feel sustainable does not make you Captain Planet. Keeping things in your house doesn't save the environment. It just makes you miserable. The real win is that you've recognized what's not serving you, and you're not going to buy the same junk again next year. Because honestly, the most sustainable decluttering isn't about where stuff goes. It's about not bringing so much stuff in. Cutting back on that fast fashion, the dollar store gadgets, and those random organizing bins you don't need means you won't be standing in this exact same spot again next year. Future you is going to thank present day you. So yes, some things can be donated, some things will be recycled, and some have to go in the trash. The trick is knowing which is which and not beating yourself up when something has to hit the bin. Decluttering is progress, and progress is better than perfection. And if you're wondering why your house still feels overwhelming even after a big clear out, watch this. It's my video on why you're decluttering and still not happy. Because sometimes the stuff is gone, but the feelings are still sitting there. I'll see you over there.